Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hey, what's up? My name is Caitlin, and today I'm doing another ranking products video. So I'm ranking all of my highlighters, all of my single highlighters. My palettes I will do in a separate video if you guys want to see that. I'm gonna do this one a little bit different than my blushes. I did my blushes based on every individual blush. This one I'm gonna do based on formula because I have several, like I have 3, 2, 2, 4, yeah. 3, 2, 2, and 4 of 3, 2, 2, 2, and 4 of like same formula but different colors. So I didn't want to rank all of those because then I get confused because I have like my favorite highlighter is gonna be the last one you see, but I have 4 of them and one of them is my favorite. The other 3 I don't use all the time. So we're gonna do it this way just because I think it'll be easier. But with that being said, I do have 13, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I have 13 different formulas, so we're gonna rank them based on that. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and do worst to best. So in last place, I have this one. Ugh. This is by Hard Candy and Marilyn Monroe. Not by Marilyn Monroe, but it's the Marilyn Monroe collection. The reason why this one is so low for me is because the fragrance, it smells good sometimes and sometimes it doesn't. It kind of smells old lady-ish, which sounds mean, but it's true. And the color is obviously pretty dark on me, but it is still pretty. I also feel like it kind of gets everywhere, but it's pretty. It's more meant for the body, I think, rather than the face, but it's not one that I really reach for a lot. Yeah, it does say body powder, but I use it on the face, but I don't reach for it a super ton, and I think it is a little too dark for me, and I don't really love loose highlighters, so for that reason, that is in 13th place. In 12th place, we have this one. This is by e.l.f. This is the Moonlight Pearls highlight. This is not a bad highlighter at all. It's actually really pretty. The reason it's so low for me is because it is so like light. It looks better in swatches, but once you put it on with like a brush, like I can build it up with my finger. That's really pretty. But when you put it on with a brush, it's just kind of more natural, more dull than like the highlighters that I like. Like I like an intense highlight. So this one is not really my cup of tea. It's fine, and I do keep it in my collection for days where I want a lesser highlight, but that's not often. So that's why that's in 12th place. In 11th, I have 3 of them. So these are the 3. These are by Laura Lee Los Angeles. This is Sugar and Spice, Warm and Toasty, and Sweet and Saucy. And I do like them in that order, like Sweet and Saucy is last, then Warm and Toasty, then Sugar and Spice. So I'll swatch Sugar and Spice for you. Again, I'm just not a fan of loose highlighters, I've discovered. I've used these maybe twice, which is so sad. I keep them in my collection because they're from Laura Lee Los Angeles. But there it is there. It's very, I don't know, it's more of a subtle highlight. I don't really love these. Makes me sad, but they're okay, they're pretty. If you like loose highlighters and you like more subtle highlights, you'll love these. They're not bad, the formula is not bad at all, it's just not what I like, so yeah. Next, I feel like I'm hating on YouTubers right now. Next in my collection in 10th place are the Dose of Colors and Katie and Desi collection. This is Fuego and Mirame. The reason these are so low for me is because of the colors. They're really, really pretty, and the formula is beautiful. I really like the formula on these, and I really want to try more Dose of Colors highlighters, but these are just, like, those are too dark for me. I'm pretty pale, and I can't really make them work. This one, which is the lighter of the two, which is, I forgot already. Are you? Yeah, the Mirame is the lighter of the two. I can make it work if I do like a very light hand, but it's just not, I don't know. When I have other highlighters that work a lot better for me, I tend to reach for them over these, and they're pretty, and I've used them on my eyes before, and I really like the way they look on my eyes, but they're just too dark for me, so that's why. In 9th place, I have this one by Heart Defensor and e.l.f. Again, I did say this in my blush collection video, but I am including all of my highlighters in this, even the ones that are discontinued. If I can find them on Poshmark or Mercari, I will link them down below. But I wanted you guys to see like my true favorites in order of what they are, not with holes filled in with things that don't exist anymore. So for that reason, they are all in here. This one is fine. I like this highlight. It's pretty. It has two sides, coffee and creamer. This is coffee, this is creamer. I tend to just use the creamer side because the coffee one is a little dark, and you can mix them. I've done that before too, but they're a little bit chalky, a little bit powdery, which is why it's down there for me. I do like them and I do wear them, but I have highlighters that I tend to reach for a lot more over them, so I don't dislike them though, they are pretty. Next is by Phase Zero. This is technically an eyeshadow. It's the Nude Newbie Pressed Eyeshadow, but I like it for a highlight. That's how I wear it. It's so pretty. But this one, whew, I love that, is down here because it is an eyeshadow, so it is a little bit chunkier than most highlights, and it does tend to, I feel, wear off long before some of my highlighters do. So that's why it's down there, but it is beautiful. I got it in Ipsy. If you guys got that in your Ipsy bag recently and you're like, I'm not gonna wear this, try it as a highlight, especially if you're pale like me, because it's gorgeous. I love it. All of the highlighters from here on out I love, so yeah. The Estate one is next. I don't even remember what place we're in now, but this is in the shade Afterglow. It's the Do Me blush, not blush, highlighter. This is a purple highlighter, so but it's so pretty. I really want to get like more of a wearable shade in this formula. I love this formula so much. It's so blinding and so pretty, but it's not like chunky or thick. It just looks like a healthy glow, and it's so pretty. I love doing like monochromatic all purple looks. So when I do that, I like to put that in the inner corner and the brow bone and then on the cheeks too, and I think I love it. Next are these two that don't exist anymore, but these are the Jeffree Star and Mini Anyway collab. This is Eclipse and this is Uranus. I like Eclipse way more than I like Uranus, but I'm a 12-year-old boy. But they are really pretty. I really like the formula of Jeffree Star highlighters. I do feel like these are a little old, so they are getting to the point where they're starting to kind of get like a little bit of a hard pan to them. You can definitely see it in this one. It's getting some hard pan, but it's still pretty. It still works really nicely. I do feel like the formulas are slightly different in these. Uranus is a little bit off to me. It always has been, but this is Uranus, the gold one. And then, oh, so pretty though. And this is Eclipse, which is just so stunning. These are like one of the prettiest highlighters of all time. They are super blinding, super pretty, super pigmented. I just like them so much. And I have some more of his highlighters, but I have them in palette form, so that's why they're not in here, but love. These are great. And same is true for all of his highlighters. Like if you are wanting to try his highlighters, still do. Those shades don't exist, but he has several that are really pretty. Next, these are by Pixie and Pixie. Why does it sound so weird when I say that word? And Aspen Ovard. I have the shade London Luster and Santorini Sunset. I use London Luster a lot. Like there is a significant dip in there. This was my go-to highlight for a long time. I love this. It's so soft. It's a little bit chunky, but I don't know, it's worth it to me. Oh, so blinding. If this was just a little bit less golden, it would be my favorite shade of highlight, but it is a little bit just on the golden side. And then Santorini Sunset is a lot more gold. They are chunky, they are powdery. I'm not sure if all Pixie's highlighters are like that. I only have had these two, but I really like them. They last all day on the skin. They're soft. If you have a lot of texture on your skin, I might say to avoid these. I don't really have a lot of texture in this area of my face, so it doesn't really bother me, but I love these. Next is by Kay Voss. This is the Fairy Dust Pressed Highlighter in the shade Moonlight. This one's pretty new to me, but it's gorgeous. Gorgeous. I love this. This shade is like my favorite highlighter shade. It's just so pretty. It does take a little bit of building with this one. Right there. Like I do a few layers of this, but once you get it there, It looks like gloss on the skin. It's just so pretty. It's got a little bit of a pinky hue to it without being like pink. And it's so smooth, so soft, so creamy. I love that highlight. That one is like one of my favorites. Okay, we're into top 3 now. In 3rd place, we have the one I'm wearing today. This is by Ofra and Madison Miller. This is in the shade Moon Dance. All of Ofra highlighters are great. They're so intense, like blinding intense. I don't even know, I'm running out of places to swatch. It's just like, oh, look at that, you guys. It's so, so pretty. I'm wearing it on my face. I love white highlights, like intensely white pearlescent highlights like this. This does have a little bit of gold to it, but it's not like overpoweringly gold. It reflects white, which is what I like. I'm gonna wipe away my hand so I can do the rest of these swatches, but the Ofra highlighters are great, you guys. They are so pigmented. They're one of the most pigmented highlighters I have ever tried, so love them. If you want a natural highlight, stay away from those because they are not natural. But speaking of not natural, my number 2 is by Jaclyn Cosmetics. This is the loose highlighter in the shade Extra. I want to get like all of the shades in this range, at least the ones that'll fit me. You guys are not ready for this pigmentation. And this is a loose highlight, and I already said like I don't like loose highlights really. Holy Toledo Batman. Oh, it's so, so pretty. It literally just looks like you rubbed crushed pearls on your hand. Oh, it's so pretty. I love this. And I think if you had like a deeper skin tone and you went with like a more golden-y one, this all over the body would be so pretty. Even if you're fair and you use this one. I just could like stare at this all day. It's so beautiful. And it's not like super chunky. It's just like, it looks like a crushed pearl. It's gorgeous. This is it's my 2nd favorite highlight. I have one more that I like more than this, but the only reason why this is number 2, I think, is because I can't really wear it on my own. I could, but I would look like a disco ball. So I don't wear this on its own. I usually wear it like just on the tip of the nose, or like where I really want it to like beam is when I put this. So, but this is a great one, you guys. If you're gonna get anything from Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics, this. Okay, and for my number 1 highlight formula, this one. This is by Lunar Beauty. These are called the Moon Prism Powder highlighters. I do prefer the Medusa palette, which you guys will see coming up soon probably, but these are beautiful. The one that I like the most is called Mercari, which is ironic because she was actually, these are based on Sailor Moon if you didn't know. Sailor Moon is an anime. If you have not seen it, it's great. I love it. But Mercari was my favorite Sailor Scout, so it's kind of funny that she's my favorite highlighter too, but so, so pretty. I wish it was just a little bit less gold, but this is gorgeous. This is like the highlight out of my single highlights. This is the one I reach for the most. Jupiter, I don't use for obvious reasons. It's way too dark for me, but it's still so stunning. If you had deep skin, oh my God, this would look beautiful on you. I really want to put it on my sister. She's got, well, either of my sisters, they have very dark skin, and I think it'd be gorgeous on them. This one is called Venus. I do wear this one sometimes. I have to be lighter with this one when I wear it, but I can get away with this one. But so pretty. I have to be very light with it, but just look how like reflective these are, and so pretty and so creamy and so smooth, and they last all day, and I just love them. Mars is the last one, and this one's more pinky. This one is almost like a blush topper to me. I have worn this one before too, but this one's probably my least favorite, I think. I don't know. I don't really love super pinky highlights, but it's pretty, and I've worn it as a blush topper before, and I think it looks gorgeous like that. But that's it, you guys. I adore highlight. It's one of my favorite times, I guess, yeah, but it's one of my favorite things to do when I do my makeup is highlight, only second to eyeshadow. So yeah, that's all my highlighters. Let me know down below what your favorite highlighter is and what your favorite highlighter in my collection is. And don't forget to like this video before you go and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any more of my future videos. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.